Yes, about 2 days ago, I went and purchased the this probably been out for a while. It's a Tabitha Brown juicer. So I got my pros and cons about it. So I just made some juice, and I am gonna show you how to assemble this thing. So you put this in here, put it in here. Snaps in. Then you have this piece here. Goes in. And you have two sizes. It depends on if you're going to have something like beets, you can use this one, or pineapples. This, and then you have another one you can use just in case you have something like maybe an apple. See, something, a thin fruit and a thick fruit, which I thought was pretty good. So I'm going to get ready to make some beet juice. So I'm going to take this and you slide it on like this, right? And then then she gives you two cups, two measuring cups. So even if you one for your pulp if you need it. I just run mine through the water. I don't need that. So, and then we have this, and everything locks in place. Push it in. Make sure that's all the way in. It's not going to take, if it's not, you line this up with the arrow. There you go. The only thing I dislike is you have to hold the button. You have to hold the button. You have to hold the button. So you're going to make sure that all of your fruits and vegetables are already prepared. And guess what? They're not. So one thing about I'm going to use 2 cucumber. I'm going to use half a cucumber. And I'm going to use, I'm going to leave the hull on. So sometimes this might take a while with this one. It seems to be rather slow, but this is nice and easy. The juice came out. I made some pineapple juice. The juice came out looking pretty good. Let me show it to you. I made the juice on TikTok Live. See that? It came out, but I had a small pineapple, so I got a small amount of juice. So I'm putting that in the refrigerator so it can chill. So here I have my, I'm not going to add I'm going to make some green juice. And this, I'm going to use this for another time. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to use a few carrots, and so juicing can be time consuming. I like it. I probably would do it more, but I got time tonight. I might not have time like tomorrow night. I have a class to teach, so I won't be juicing unless I get off early or something, but gotta be careful. So I highly recommend that you have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this extra cup. I'm going to use it to store the vegetables in until I put them in the juicer. So I'm going to use a lemon. The rest of my, I'm going to use that another time. Here is my, a little piece of ginger. I'm going to slice it up. I think I'm going to add a little bit more ginger. I don't know if this ginger organic. I bought this ginger from Walmart. And if you do have ginger, don't put your ginger in the refrigerator. It'll turn moldy very quick. So I'm going to use another bit. And if you don't like ginger, don't put ginger in your drink. And if you don't like ginger again, or not that much, like I don't like, it will burn your throat. So all my scraps, I'm going to put them in my front yard, in my little garden, or I'm going to put them in my, I have a bucket with some dirt in it. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it up. So I'm going to slice this again a couple of times. I'm going to slice it just a couple of times. I'm going to put it over here. So this is what I have. So here are my beets. Here are my beets. These are organic. Let me tell you something. If you're going to buy them organic. I bought the ones from Walmart. Look, they don't bleed as much. Look at the board. Very little. So, and these slice pretty easy. The ones from Walmart are pretty tough. You get the red, but you don't get the red, a crazy red. So the beet juice made me feel a lot better because I think it's good for my blood pressure. Here's another one. I'm gonna cut like 6 of them, and then I'm gonna get started. So I like the organic ones better. Very, very little bleeding. Take these here. So I'm cutting about 6 of these kind of miniature beets, which I think is pretty good. Okay. I have one more. And I want to show you the board. Look, very little to no bleeding. That's what I prefer. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to try this juicer one more time before I decide if I'm going to take it back to the store. I'm not happy with the speed. Tell me what you think of the speed. Okay, I'm ready. You see that? You have to let it go. Once you let it go, that's it. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to pour them in here. I'm going to hold the button again. Take this little gadget. We have to line it up. And so let's see what we get. So this might not be made for everything, you know? Look at that. See how slow it is? And it's possible it's a reason. You know, I don't want to knock it, but it's a reason for it, you know? I'm not getting that much juice, you can see. But I really do prefer beet juice. I really do. Now, if I put it in the Ninja, I'm going to waste so much of the product. So, look at that. That's just the speed of it. I'm going to add my lemon. I'm getting a little bit of juice, not much. I'm wondering with the Ninja, that was going to be my first choice. This is my second choice. I bought the second choice. And it might have been maybe $25 difference. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to try to finish this within an hour. So now I know that it does pineapples pretty well because the beets aren't. Try to put some ginger in here and some more. My arm is tired, so you have to push down frequently. Like I told him, I give it like a 6.5. The only reason I gave it 6.5 is because of this right here. You have to hold it and you have to push. So you pushing and holding, pushing and holding. And there's nothing wrong with if you have the time. But I need it to be quick. That's why I have the Ninja. The Ninja's right here, and it's pretty good. So I have to let it go. There's a Ninja right there. That's a Ninja blender. But you can't use this to make for processing juice. It's not gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna try to fill this up. Fill it up and see what, and go from there. All the way. So when you're making beet juice, you just need like 2 carrots, maybe a ½ inch of ginger, half a cucumber, and maybe about 5 or 6 beets. Oh, look at that! I'm getting a little juice. It took a while, but I got it in. So what's left over, the pulp, I'm either gonna put it in my garden or my composite over to the side where I have my dirt. So I definitely need for this to get down in here because, so I'm gonna stop it and then I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna push down, I'm gonna scrape. I'm going to scrape around and I'm going to push some more down and there, like that. And I'm going to add some more. Add some more, some smaller ones. So definitely not going to be, I'm not too happy about this one. All right, here we go, let's go. So you just hold and you push down. I'm going to have to keep pushing. So now, the instruction booklet, there's a lot of things that she said, you know, she doesn't want you to do. So, it's like 49 different do's and don'ts in her little booklet. She does, however, give you a cute little recipe. It's called candy apple juice. And you use 1 apple, green or red, a handful of cherries, and 1 lime. And I haven't tried that one yet. But right now, I'm going to go, it's okay. I think the speed of it, and it's certain vegetables that I recommend you put in here, and I recommend you don't put in. So I'm going to hold this and see what it does. So you still have to push it down. dressing. So, you know what? I'm giving up for the night. That's it for this. That's all I'm going to do. My arm hurt, my hand hurt. Put my vegetables in a container, and I'm gonna call it a day. So this right here, the Tabitha Brown, is cute. It probably, I see some little. Let me see. Nah, that ain't gonna cut it for me. So I'm done. I hope you guys juice too. Have a good night.